Hello everyone and welcome to Tuesday. So I know that we didn't tell you guys what we were doing today in What Sold Saturday. We kind of usually give a preview, but we didn't this time because we didn't know what we were doing, because we still had the goal to do the Debbie outfit transformation thrifted outfits video, but we didn't have time again. But we will have time this week to film it, which means it'll go up next week, which means we have another thrift with us today, and then we're gonna have another haul this Thursday. We've just really wanted to do this Debbie video, so we haven't been prepping for any other kinds of videos. We are going to do the Debbie outfits video next week, and today is a thrift with us. So I hope that doesn't upset you guys too much. I hope you're okay with that. For the most part, it seems like most of you consider thrift with us and hauls to be your favorite kinds of videos, so I'm hoping that this is fine with you guys. Also, pardon my disgusting appearance. I was just at the gym. I also ran out of the house this morning and forgot to shave, so this is all kinds of rough, tough, and tumble. I just got to the bins. Ryan is coming. He's stopping at Plato's first, actually, so he might be, I mean, honestly, I'm a little late, so he might be here in not too long, but I'm gonna go in. I have the exact same goals, honestly, as last time. I am moving on to fall focus stuff, though, of course, like dresses and stuff, I'm fine with. Plus, in early fall anyways, like, it's still warm, so people are still wearing, like, blouses and dresses, so especially, like, those neutral dresses, neutral blouses, and stuff, those are totally on my radar as well. But I still don't want a ton of things that need to be hung up. I honestly don't want a ton of shoes, so I'll probably be picky with shoes. I've had some good luck with shoes lately, and that's a great thing, except that I don't have endless storage for shoes, especially chunkier shoes. So we'll see. But of course, like, I'm not gonna not pick up good shoes that I find. I'm pretty good with bags. I really just want, like, clothing, like pants. I did just get rid of a bunch of blue jeans, so if I find some of those, that'd be fine too. But like pants and tops and lighter sweaters, maybe some, again, vintage like leather jackets or vintage really cute blazers, that's fine with me too. But that's really what I'm going for. But of course, can't predict. Who knows what we're gonna see. So I'm gonna go in and we are going to see what we can find. And I'm gonna hand it over to Ryan to do his intro right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this wonderful Tuesday. Let's readjust. Wonderful. Welcome also to the top of my steering wheel. I just got to the bins. Today's gonna be a good day. I can feel it. I got a good parking spot, which is always a good sign of the wonderful things to come. Let's talk about goals. Goals is I need stuff. August is tomorrow. I'm filming this on Monday, July 31st. I go back to school at the end of this month, which means my time to go to the bins is becoming extremely finite. I am going to go for quantity. I need stuff. I need stuff that I can put in my little basement and pull out when I need a bin of stuff to list. That is the goal. I need things. But with that being said, I do not need trashy things. I need things that are going to make me some money. We are going for quantity and quality today. I hope it turns out to be just kind of like a little smorgasbord, kind of like when I came last time. I found some really amazing like luxury higher dollar pieces with some really good stuff for some of the other platforms. That is kind of the vibe of the day, is like that, but like times two. Without further ado, let's go.
Well, when I spotted this in my first bin, I was really hoping it would be some kind of Johnny Was or beautiful dress or something, but it is just a table runner. I think it was handmade and vintage though, so it probably could have got a good price, but I still didn't pick it up. Whenever I see a wool or cashmere piece that says it was made in Scotland, I always give the brand a Google. Unfortunately, this one is not really worth that much. They do retail for maybe around 100 to 150, but the comps for reselling was not that good, so I skipped this one. I did find a little Pikachu buddy though. He will be joining me in my empty cart for this shopping trip. In an actual Goodwill store, you hate that they mark things up. In the bins, you kinda love it. So these were $19.99 in the store, and they are some Free People really cute paper bag ultra suede pants. So happy they marked them up and no one got them. Here's how I prioritize what I look at in the bins and how I kind of shop seasonally. So I grabbed these because they're a houndstooth fall print. There's some loft pants, so I'm actually gonna bring them to the consignment store. But when I'm looking in the fall time, I look for grays, I look for plaids, I look for houndstooth and all that stuff, and I prioritize looking at them. For example, I found this gray pair of leggings and they were Spanx, so I was kind of actually not that excited because lately I've been not getting Spanx, but they were large, which is super exciting. I do still get any Spanx in the bins. Otherwise, spending over $5, I want them to at least be a medium. I'm so bummed about this jacket. It is that puffy kind of leather that is so trendy the past couple years, except it unfortunately has some rips and tears in it. It is heartbreaking. Now, this is the most Barbiecore pumpkin pail I've ever seen. It's pink and it's glittery. I was gonna make a blow mold out of pumpkin pails, but this one might have to be for sale.
The first thing I ended up finding is this really amazing shacket, though I did come in literally right as they were doing a bin switch out, so I was kind of excited to hit some of the new stuff. I'm really tempted to keep this. It fits me really well, but I know I could get some money for it. This next sweater was in the new bins that got pulled out, and it was by this brand called Basin and Range. I know the tag is kind of scrinkly hard to see. I looked him up, and apparently it's like a TJ Maxx situation. I really wasn't seeing a whole lot of good comps, but it did have some nice materials in it, but I did throw this back. I really did love this little Francesca's top. I thought the cactuses were super cute. I thought the style kind of gave me a very like Free People aesthetic. I'm gonna save this for in the next couple of weeks. My consignment store starts taking summer stuff for next year. That will go in that pile. This is one of my favorite vintage swimsuit brands to find. If I can fish the tag out of here, it's called Jansen. I always look for this little diving girl. They always do super good for me on like Depop, and I think I've sold one on Etsy, and I was really into this cool like geometric like gingham situation. And how adorable were these really cute Hannah Anderson Star Wars little child's pajamas. I did pass on these, unfortunately, just due to some stains, and the graphic was really cracked, but they were still so cute. And shout out to all the teacher divas. I got this for my classroom. It is this really wonderful, amazing neon heel tape dispenser, and I couldn't be happier with it. I found the tape dispenser right as I was looking through a shoe bin, and these are some singles that I picked up from my shoes. This is a Madewell boot. This, if you saw the woman pointing at it, was telling me that she knows who has the other one, so I found that really adorable little wedge. This was an Ugg boot that I never, unfortunately, ended up finding the other one to. It was really nice, and I really liked the suede. It was really thick. This Timberland sandal, I did unfortunately lose the coin toss to, but it was really cute, and it was in really good condition. They really hardly had any kind of wear on them at all. These next couple of shoes, I did not find the match. This was a really cute J-slide, little woven mule sneaker situation. This, I actually have these listed, which is really funny, a pair of Anthropologie slides. So if you like those and are size 10, they are listed currently. I did get the other one of these, a beautiful Steve Madden white bootie. I was going to give this to Jack because he loves to sell the vintage leather coats and the leather jackets. They do really good for him, but unfortunately this one did have a little bit of wear. The lapel was splitting, which I think is unfortunately just due to age, but it was still such a beautiful piece. I have earned some kind of magical, wonderful good karma. I just won 2 coin tosses to get these 2 pairs of shoes. I won the Tory Burch boot, and I won the Madewell boot. This literally never happens to me. I am not a lucky human being, but I am so over the moon excited to have gotten both of these shoes. Perfect for the upcoming season. This little Franco Sardo heel would have been great for Depop, but I didn't unfortunately ever find the other one. I personally think this sweater is amazing. I think it's going to do really good on Depop. I love the kind of like cropped fit for it. The tag says made in Italy. I wasn't too familiar with the brand, but I just loved these colors and how they kind of blended together. The turtleneck is super popular. I think this is going to be a good pickup. This is definitely one of my more exciting finds from my bin strip. This is a really crazy, over-embellished desigual jacket. Not 100% of the pronunciation. I've sold these in different styles a couple of times for north of $60, so that was a very, very good pickup, and they really don't weigh that much. A lot of the other pieces from this brand don't really do great anymore, but I am always so excited to find the more substantial stuff from Desigual. This little sweater was honestly kind of hard to throw back. It is this really adorable red gingham cardigan, perfect for the season. It was J. Crew Collection, which is the expensive stuff, and it was 100% cashmere, but this thing was pilled out. There's no saving her. I was honestly kind of intrigued to find this Lakers t-shirt. I don't really know anything about basketball, but I do know that the late Kobe Bryant stuff can do really well. I know they retired this number, and I know that they don't make a ton of it anymore, so I'm gonna do my due diligence and look this up. Even though there was a hole in the armpit, it's still probably worth something.
Okay, so we got a clothing rotation underway right away. We were seeing a lot of comforters and sleeping bags, which is never really a good sign. Well, I actually did grab a few things from that rotation. I found this Le Rose pajama top. I gotta Google that. I don't know that brand. I also found this level 99 kind of army jacket. I'm definitely gonna pick this up to consign. I don't like to sell level 99, but they will definitely take it. I found this leather jacket that I was hemming and hawing over. I ended up skipping this one actually because there was a lightened spot, and also it just wasn't that smooth leather that I like to pick up. I did, however, find this tan leather trench coat. It is going to be difficult for me not to keep this. I need to not try it on or something. Maybe I'll just price it really high, and if it doesn't sell, then I guess I have to keep it, right? I also found this, which Ryan's going to be so jealous of. This is a vintage, very cottage style, tiered, handmade probably, dress, even though it did have a brand in it, so maybe not. But this thing is freaking stunning, and sorry Ryan, I'm not going to give it to you, that's for me. I also found this American Eagle, though it was kind of matted, so I did pass on it. And then this was a vintage express piece. It is this beautiful plaid. It has giant pockets at the front, such a shacket style. I'm definitely going to sell that too. And these trendy Sherpas. This is a vintage one. It has wolves and trees all over it. It's actually really, really cool. We've got another rotation underway, and this time it is the shoe bins. I'm about 2 down from the front, and right away I noticed these floral embroidered Doc Marten looking shoes. They're probably honestly just Merona or something, so we'll look. Though, however, this was just sitting here. Christian Dior. I'll take it. I did find these We Wore What jeans and some change. That's a win. I'm waiting for the hard goods rotation, and I see a sprinkler, and Ryan and I need a sprinkler. Alright, so if it's $1.99 a pound, and I'm buying 13 pieces, you take the 1, you carry the 3, and then, I know it. I gave this hat a Google. I had never heard of this brand. It's called Baba Zuzu. It does seem like they're actually pretty expensive retail, but the comps aren't super great. Came in here looking for fall, and I would say that this cart looks pretty fall. We got a rib cage, we got some plaid, we got some browns, tans, and grays. Perfect. We already have another shoe rotation underway. I'm biting my nails. It's gonna get intense. So I found this Banana Republic very Barbiecore blue purse. Barbiecore is not just pink. Barbie wears other colors, and this is very Barbie blue. I think it is so pretty. I also found this little Coach kind of shoulder bag, almost like one of those moon-shaped ones. This is really cute and super trendy as well. I also found these BOC sandals. This style is actually super trendy, so I'm gonna give them a shot. I picked up a few pieces of clothing too. This ended up just being a costume, like a maid costume. I thought maybe it'd be Doll's Kill. This was a Saks Fifth Avenue collaboration from way back in the day that is not really worth anything, so I threw it back. This is a slubbed cotton rails top. I've had a number of these and they do super good, so I'm excited to find that. This was a new brand to me. It's called Eidos Napoli. Very expensive, and I'm so happy to have found it. It's such nice wool. This was a freaking find. This is a Theory long cotton pea coat that everyone had skipped. People had went through this bins a number of times. I have no clue why everyone skipped it. It's so nice, and it's in such freaking good shape. And then I found this 70s colored blazer. I ended up skipping this because it had some marks inside. This is the third time I have found this Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Apawa'a shirt at our bins, and I have no idea where they're all coming from. Like, who are these people that go to Hawaii every other weekend? I was so tempted to pick up this adorable baby Burt's Bees pumpkin pie print top. It's so cute, but I just cannot move baby clothing.
I am going to step out of my comfort zone just a little bit with this next piece. It's this beautiful brown leather, really thick briefcase. I originally thought it was going to be a vintage Coach item. There's a little bit of wear on the handle, but not that big of a deal, as I'm just absolutely throwing this poor thing around. It is a Brooks Brothers piece made in Italy, and I looked these up and they're about $400 to $500 new, so we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. This was just a pair of Torrid little slingback kitten heels with the little bow detail on the back. I ended up throwing these back just because they were looking a little dingy, and I just don't really have good luck with Torrid shoes, so I ended up putting these back. Whenever Jack gets excited that I find something, it means that I found something really good. This is an Isaiah blazer. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never heard of this brand before. Well, no, I lied. I've heard of it from Jack. I've never sold it. I've never personally found it. I was excited to find it. It was in a bin of other kind of expensive men's suiting things. Jack found the blazer to these pants, so I ended up giving that to him. He says it's a really good brand. I've never heard of it before. It's Edios Napoli. I just picked it up because the city was the same on the Isaiah blazer. I ended up also finding 2 of these really beautiful Ferragamo shoes. I didn't find the second one, unfortunately, which is really sad. I did end up finding the second one of this. This is a Stuart Weitzman. They just need to be touched up a little bit, good for the Depop girlies. And then I saw this Fendi sitting in a bag, and to just make sure that I wasn't missing anything, I grabbed it. It was fake, unfortunately. If you could feel it, it feels like tissue paper. So we did end up throwing that back. This little tank top is by the brand Drew. I personally cannot sell it at all, but I like to wait until my consignment store can take spring and summer stuff and then take it to them. They price it relatively decent. This Kipling bag, most of the time when I find Kipling bags, I will give them to Debbie. She is a Kipling aficionado. She loves to sell them. This one was newer because the monkey keychain is a little bit more refined and it's spotless on the inside, so I think I'm actually going to sell that one myself. I found this beautiful brown leather Canadian brand. It's called Roots. If you don't know, this bag was really heavy. The leather was really thick. I love the little, what animal are these? A beaver, the little beaver keychain. Anyway, relatively clean on the inside, a couple of marks, but nothing that I'm really too afraid of. This next bag is absolutely beautiful. It's this double handle. I don't know the name of this lock style, but I just love this Mexican tooled leather with that beautiful authentic turquoise in the front. Stunningly beautiful. The inside is super nice. It's just the opposite side of the leather, so it's like a suede material. If you could feel this, what I'm trying to demonstrate is that it's so soft. This is a vintage Coach Willis satchel. I've seen these countless times. This one's in actually really good condition, except it's missing the strap. I do end up finding a strap for this bag a little bit later in the day, which was really good. And another wonderful, beautiful vintage Coach item. This one is a little black leather top handle shoulder bag. The leather just needs to be kind of conditioned and spruced up a little bit. Thankfully, the lining in this one is actually really, really clean. Again, just kind of needs a little dust. The little Creed. So happy to find these. These have been doing so good for me. I do really love selling belts. I found this black kind of like medallion style bohemian one. They are just photographed so well and they really don't cost that much at the bin, which is really amazing. I've sold something very similar to this with these kind of like hand-painted tooled flowers in them. These made in Mexico leather pieces always do amazing for me, so I'm always really excited when I can find them in the bins. This jacket is a style, kind of like I mentioned a little earlier, from a brand called Parsley and Sage. These kind of like bohemian jackets always do really good for me on Depop, but unfortunately this one had some stains on it. So I did end up throwing the green one back, but thankfully Jack found this really amazing purple one from a boutique that I do not normally know. If you find them by the brand Rising International, that's always, always, always the best brand, but they still do good nonetheless. Then, the coup de grace of my bins trip is this totally authentic, wonderful condition, beautiful monogrammed faux leather Michael Kors backpack. And it does always help to check the floor whenever you're at the bins. I found this really adorable little hat and I was just trying to be nice and pick it up and put it back in the bin. But it turns out that it's free, people. And so I definitely put her right in my little cart. Thank you, the floor. And I did find, like I said earlier, the match to those brown Stuart Weitzmans.
This was a little unexpected gem. I find these kind of like boutique-y blankets a lot, but this one is actually from West Elm and it is new with tags. I have only ever found this brand once, but I was so excited to find it. It is Figs. It's a really expensive scrubs company, and I think they have something to do with like they're sustainable or they're, comfortable. These are really interesting. So Tiger Mist is from like a Revolve company. The size tag ended up just completely falling off when I got them home. So they are an extra small, but they could definitely fit much bigger than that. Really cute pair of American Eagle shorts to take to the consignment store. Really adorable little Free People top. I love this Y2K kind of inspired mesh. So pretty with the little tie detail in front. This, I'm debating whether or not I'm going to take it to Plato's Closet or sell it myself. It's new with tags, pink Victoria's Secret, but it's like those Brahmi tops. I cannot wait to put this really adorable Monsters University Croc charm on my Crocs when I get home. I love Mike Wazowski. This clothing rotation was full of stuff for me to take to the consignment store. Some of the first things that I found, and a lot of it was new with tags. This really nice American Eagle kind of like tunic dress. This Guess top I actually ended up throwing back because there was a hole in it that I missed. But it was Maurizio for Guess, and it was $120 new, which is ridiculous. Banana Republic, new with tags, Athleta. This Croft & Barrow top had a tag on it, but I unfortunately could not find it at the time. And then just some other kind of like smaller boutique-y stuff. Nasty Gal for the Plato's Closet, they love that. This was definitely one of my bigger ticket items that I found today. It is Xrina. I'm really not 100% sure how it's pronounced. Beautiful slubbed cotton blue full-length maxi dress, and I did take the safety pin and the modesty tape out of the middle. No issues there at all. This was such a good find, and it was in a bin that everybody had gone through. This sweater vest, I just couldn't leave it behind. It does need a pretty hefty depilling, but with the cottagecore girlies going on right now, and with this just like really adorable garden motif, I couldn't leave it there. I literally couldn't. I had to save it for these buttons and for this adorable little knit. This is another one of my bigger ticket items that I found today. It has these really amazing, kind of like crocheted sleeves. The pocket has a little wear on it, but that did not deter me when I realized it was Alice and Olivia. This is a beautiful hoodie. This is so expensive new. And I think this style is going to do really good right now. So I was very, very, very excited about that. And literally, the last thing that I found today before they started wheeling the bins away was this beautiful Veronica beard blouse. I am just truly gifted by all the finds I've had today.
Okay, so we have another hard goods rotation underway. Let's see what we can find. I'm going to get this bag for Ryan for sure. Otherwise, I haven't seen anything. This tricked me. I thought this was some cute, like, knit big blanket scarf or something with some funky 70s letters. Nope, it's just Victoria's Secret. The season is far away, but I am gonna pick this up. This is a tacky vintage Christmas sweater made in the USA. I just think the graphic is really, really cute and unique with the cabin and trees at the bottom, so I will pick this up. This is something I might actually hold on to, though I usually don't really hold on to things. This is an American Eagle XL flannel. I do pick them up and sell them myself when they're XL or larger. I also found another American Eagle that's kind of tribal. The year it was made on the inside tag said like 2019, so I felt that was a little too old for me, and I actually ended up throwing this back. I'd also grabbed a number of other kind of lighter sweaters that I was gonna Google and see if I could bring to the consignment store. There was an Aerie, there was a Gap, there were some pants that were velour, there was this Ford Bronco shacket, which was interesting. Here was a super good find. This is my second time ever finding this brand. It is called Tsutsu. It is a very expensive, very popular golf wear brand. I am actually really, really pumped to find this. Last time I had it, it did so good. And I've said this tip before and I will repeat it right now. Don't pick up Madewell if it says Madewell 1937 on it. I am right now, so do as I say, not as I do. Because I'm getting it to consign because the consignment stores don't care if it's older, which you could do too, but I'm just saying don't get it for yourself when it says 1937. It does not do very well. This is like dead stock Torrid. It's from 2012 and it's still new with tags. That's kind of odd to me. And then this was a pair of leather pants. I was so excited to find these, and then when I turned the camera off, I noticed there's a big rip in the bottom ankle area of one of the legs. Another rotation down, another stack of stuff on my cart. I found this men's Banana Republic to look up. I found some good Nordstrom new with tags to bring to the consignment store, some plaid pieces to bring to the consignment store, another dress that seemed like vintage, a Sundance piece, which is super exciting. I feel like I never find Sundance at the bins, really. I also found this Adriana Papel dress that I think is so pretty, some Madewell, all kinds of things. Ugh, now I found the matching pants to the Burt's Bees Baby Pumpkin Pie set. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I wish I could sell baby stuff, but it just doesn't. One final rotation, and here is my view while I'm waiting for all of the bins to roll out. I do see some sweaters and some knits, so I'm pretty excited to see what we have in front of us. I did find this Vineyard Vines piece. It has cashmere in it, but unfortunately it's in awful condition, so I did not pick this up. Then I moved to the front of the store to start sorting my stuff. This is a full freaking cart. Talk about the full cart club. We are in the full cart club today. So I'm gonna pack up and I'm gonna head out. Alright, so it's Editing Jack here, and of course, as per usual, we didn't actually film a normal, regular ending or outro. Actually, we ended up leaving slightly at different times. Ryan wanted to stay for one more rotation and I was beat, so I left and he stayed. I hope you guys enjoyed this thrift with us. We had a really, really good bins day, honestly. We both accomplished our goals that we set ahead of time, and we found some really good pieces, so we are both pumped to bring you the haul this Thursday. It might be a two-part haul, honestly. We gotta see how it goes, but we have a lot of stuff and it is all so good. But we will see you guys on Thursday to show you the things that we found. Let us know some of the wonderful finds that you guys have had this week out thrifting, and we will see you guys on Thursday. Goodbye.